to get put the stream up.
Right, right.
Um, but then I've never really understood why Putin or Parsec's open, why Putin or really anyone. I don't get why he even wants Ukraine. He's really getting his ass kicked right now at Ukraine. Like, he's already lost 2/3 of his army that he sent out for this task. Like, they're doing
Mm.
guerrilla. Okay, they're doing what Vietnam did to us. They're doing guerrilla warfare, and they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And they seriously, and I mean this, seriously have no clue how to deal with it, just like we didn't know how to deal with it. And I guess kind of to this day we still don't know how to kind of deal with what the Vietnamese did to us. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people. There's a lot of people who. How do I put this? There's a lot of people from Vietnam who, to this day, still don't know how we lost in Vietnam.
Hmm.
And it's like, I guess ignorance is bliss. And, I love how, veterans from Vietnam, a lot of them, still think that the war was a good thing. And it's like,
No, it ain't.
no, no, it was not. It wasn't even our thing to do. And then
Hmm.
that's the thing, is that's what. Okay, if you look at what we're doing with Russia right now, the thing is we realize it's not our fight, so we're not gonna fight it. We're not gonna go to Russia, shoot at Russia, and then possibly get the rest of us nuked. No,
No.
what we're doing right now. Hi, welcome, Mystic Cat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here and tell him, I swear to God, if you keep it up, we will kill you. And then that's
Hmm.
the thing, is that I think everybody's theorizing that he's sick, and that
Sick?
yeah, that Putin is sick, and that, okay, something might be wrong with his brain. And then that's the thing.
Mm.
That's the thing, is we ain't finished yet. Um, that's the thing, is he's. How do I put this? If I'm gonna be honest, he more than likely is a little bit sick, or a
He's a
lot of
little
bit
bit
sick.
sick. Mm.
He might be a lot of bit sick, actually. Um, okay. I love how everybody complains that, oh, don't spoil games. Okay, then then how about don't live in the internet age? Do not play, do not watch any YouTube. Do not watch anything. Because the rest of us don't really need to hear you bitch and moan about, oh, you spoiled a game.
It feels like they treated like someone in the game is like a crime, but
Like,
it isn't.
I almost want to say to most of the people who bitch about spoilers and who actively sit in my, VCs and in my thing, and then proceed to complain about it, and then I'm like, Yeah, you have no such luck here. We are spoiler people here.
Yeah.
Like
Hell, I even like watch like spoiler games every time like I don't play games. I just like watch them.
it's like okay, there are some times where it's like okay, I'll have an interest in a game and then it'll disappear and then I'll have interest in it again and then it'll disappear again. And then I'm like what the fuck?
It's more like a one day you're interested, and the other day is like you're not.
Basically, that's basically it. Is like, I give a fuck about it right now. I'm gonna go watch it. Takes too long to find anything. No, never mind. Don't want to watch it anymore.
Hell, sometimes I like watch the walkthrough every time I got stuck on like what level I am.
Or what you do is you go watch a playthrough of it, and you're like, I don't feel like playing this content anymore, and then you just kind of delete the game from your.
or or more likely I have frustrated. It's like, where am I supposed to go? And then watch the playthrough. It's like, oh, I'm a dumbass.
Oh fuck you! I already checked there.
Yeah.
Or like
No,
when we were playing
it's
or like when we were playing Surge 2 and you and
hmm
me were and I was trying to go up the elevator and the elevator refused to work
Oh yeah.
until I restarted the game. I'm just checking Last Ark because I got some stuff from
and it's even worse when I play like a 2D like Castlevania type of game. It's
mhm.
not like legitimate Castlevania like from Konami. It's like a different one, right? So it's like, okay, I didn't even notice that I should be going underground on the mud. Okay, game.
Okay, motherfucker. Okay.
But however, this is like cat. This is like a mid. What do you call that? 2D scroll game that has like RPG thing. Like it starts with the M.
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that type of game.
I love how Lost Ark loves to show the loves to show women loves to
Mm-hmm.
show that they have women in game when only there are only like three male um type roles in here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like okay, feminists must be happy. But then you would see the feminists bitching that they're over sexualizing women, and it's like okay, at what point does over sexualizing women not become a problem anymore?
But however, they have no problem of like sexualizing men, right?
No, these are the same people who would blatantly tell men to go kill themselves because.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like this type of stuff. But let's keep the men out of it, men
Let
inside of it.
let's let's tell the men
That's
to end their lives because if we don't tell the men to end their lives, the men might actually make a decision to not like us anymore.
hmm
And also, I love how a lot of women call men dumb.
yeah.
I love how men are generally seen as less smart than women. But when
hmm
a man does a smart thing, it's nothing. Okay, for the people who are gonna read into my words and who are gonna call me a sexist for what the next 10,000 rants I'm gonna say here,
hmm
I'm gonna say this. Okay, so when a woman does something, it's okay. Like a woman could hit a man.
hmm
A
But the
woman,
man can't like.
a woman could hit a man. A woman can take a man's child away and it not be kidnapping in most places, and a woman can drink, party, basically just wreck a whole place.
Yeah.
And they're seen as having a mental breakdown. But if a man was to do even one of those things, like hit a woman back, which people in general should not be hitting each other. Domestic abuse is a two-way street a lot of the times, where the woman gets drunk and hits the man, or the man gets drunk and hits the woman. It's not okay on either side. My EXE has stopped working. Shit. Okay, there we go. Oh no, Lost Ark takes forever. And quote
takes
me,
forever to
this
takes forever
game
to
takes
load the game.
forever to open on my computer. Not even joking.
Right.
A man can't just take his child when he feels like it's right.
Mm-hmm.
When he feels like the mother's too dangerous to the child. He's seen as a kidnapper and a pedophile then.
Yeah, that's like pretty double standards, man.
What was it? Oh,
it's almost as if they treat it as like a law or like a
even though, as Judge Judy said one day, you both made the choice to make a kid together. It's as much his child, and that's the thing, as she said, and a lot of places still need to catch up to this, that it's the man's child also. Like, yesterday, I was reading a story where he asked if he was the asshole for locking himself in the guest bedroom with his child because he wanted some alone time to hold his baby. Because the mother would scream, cry, and lose her fucking shit.
Yeah.
Every time he would take and hold the child, because I don't know, postpartum depression is cool.
He feels like
postpartum depression is okay if it's a woman, I guess.
But it's not okay when it comes to a man, right?
Yeah, a man can't be depressed because men strong, men go ooga booga.
No.
Which is basically what all women think about men, is that men cannot have feelings, and when men take a breakup badly, they're seen as a psychopath.
That was just stupid.
And when I have these conversations with my mom, she gets really, really mad at me when I have these points. Is like, it's okay for a woman to, but it's not okay for a man to. She gets really, really mad, and I'm like, what is it not? And there's a lot of times where I think, what is it not okay for me to think this way?
And it feels like you're starting to like ask questions. It's like, am I being lied to?
No, it's not that I'm being lied to. I would openly know if I was being lied to. I can pretty much tell if someone's lying to me 100% of the time. Because humans are notoriously horrible liars.
Oh yeah.
But,
I mean, that applies to both of us, man.
Hey, you don't know what in my life is a lie and what's not.
But hey, I had to lie my way out of it just to say like, oh, I said the stupid word instead of like I said the word fuck.
No, just okay. Saying the word fuck doesn't really matter anymore. It's kind of like the word cunt. No one gives a shit.
And I told the story like in private. Said like I said the word fuck in like grade school.
Yeah, the little dumb motherfucker said the word fuck at school. Oh no, Aru, my business, baby.
Let me play you the smallest violin.
Let me play the smallest violin for you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. And that's when I would look at the teacher, if it was me, how I was nowadays. I would look at the teacher and say, fuck, shit, fuck, balls hurt your feet. Looking her dead in the eye, and she'd be like, fuck.
Oh, you said the word fuck, man. That means you're going to get yourself fired. That breaks the rules of conduct of being a teacher. No, but seriously, like
Fuck you,
that guy.
seriousness, boy. Okay.
No, no. I mean, like the story that you told about like a kid, like a dad, like holding his child
Yeah,
and
no,
like
no.
locking.
It's like, and I. Okay. R slash. This is the same R slash that we've watched.
Yeah,
R slash said that he kind of didn't really know what to say and that the dude kind of was a butthole, and I'm like, okay, so men aren't even allowed to hold their children anymore if their wife's depressed and has
yeah.
attachment issues? Okay, at what point does it stop? At what point do women stop being the poor women and start being the queens everybody calls them, or supposedly thinks that they are? Is there a point where the woman starts becoming the queen? Or is there a point where the women are just going to be treated like little children and then bitch and
Like,
moan about it forever until eventually they get what they want, which is equality?
and
then
most
when
importantly,
they
if
figure out equality doesn't really suit them,
they just like straight up like go back the way it is, it's like
they
yeah,
straight up want to
it's
go
just,
back to how things were. And no, a lot, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of them.
and to be fair, like I kind of feel bad for the dad. Like he's going through like it feels like he doesn't want to lose this child because this his child means the world to him, you know. And if I were in his shoes, yeah, of course I'm gonna like have breakdowns for like losing something so special. You know what I mean? And I feel like in
Sorry
today's,
about this.
I mean, in today's society, it's just like all men is like treated as like barbarians, while like women are treated like saints.
Basically, and then that's the thing, is that,
Yeah,
okay, women are basically allowed to treat us however they want, and you're like, and then you,
but however, only a few women that think like otherwise. Like I mean, like
yeah,
it,
I get what you mean, and but then that's the thing, is that those few women are very, very powerful women who have the world at their feet. Those are the women who literally have billions, and I mean billions of followers on Twitter, Facebook, and other places. These are women who are the women who, if you were to tell them no, you'd be a rapist.
yeah,
These are the people
it's
who you could be 1,000 miles away and you tell them no, I don't want to send you Venmo you money. I don't need to buy you drugs, bitch. Okay? And
buy
then
your own stuff.
and then the next day, you're all of a sudden in handcuffs for rape because the cops seem to think that you have extendo penis? I don't know. And
Hey,
that's
hey,
the thing, is that, okay, there's a lot of actual rape, but there's a lot more false rape than, there's a lot more
then
rape that can
then
be proven,
legitimate.
unfortunately. And then that's the thing, is that I say unfortunately, and it's like, women say that they're afraid to go get a rape kit, and then it's like,
Yeah. It feels like they're making they're making it like an excuse.
it's then, okay, that's the wrong thing to say, but then it's not the world's fault if the person doesn't get caught. You can't say the system failed you when you won't use the system that's there. Okay, and then that's the thing, is that the people who do these tests also like to shame the women. But then that's the thing, is that the people who shame these women are soon enough just going to have to get over the fact that these women are going to use these kits. And it's almost entirely free. Do you want to know, or I guess it's free, I don't know. Wait, I'm not even going to look it up because it's country to country on that.
But it's like they have like a rape kit thing, right?
They do. Most countries do have rape kits, but if you are a woman, you are judged for using them because, a man would never do that. Boys, okay, everything is, for most women, everything is boys will be boys. For most women, everything is boys will be boys until they're boys, or until a man or another boy does something to them. Like, one OP that I read their story, he is a Marine. So the school called him and said this: well, your daughter's being suspended because she punched a boy. No, that these are the jugheads. These are the men who you don't understand what they're saying 95% of the time because they have a cigarette in their mouth. A lot of the times you hear rah 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 when they're talking.
Right.
Does it sound like you want to fuck with someone like that? Like, does it sound like you want to pick on the one man in the world who could probably make your body disappear, even though he is a grunt?
Oh no, I'm not like picking a fight, man. Hell no. If he's like a military, no, of course not.
Like, for fuck's sake, man. If you're gonna suspend his daughter for punching somebody in the face or grabbing her ass. Okay, I think she was either 9 or 10, and she punched this kid in the face. And she punched this kid in the face, and he was like, and the kid cried and cried and cried, and the mother couldn't go in because she was working.
Yeah.
The stepdad couldn't go in because he was working. He has a good relationship with both. Because I'm sorry, I don't care if you're a man, woman, or sentient fucking robot. I'm not gonna argue with a Marine about childcare. I'm not gonna argue with my ex-husband who's a Marine about, you know, what's best for the baby.
What's best for the kid?
What's best for the baby.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that, you know, it's okay, I understand, you know, boys being boys. Okay, boys being boys counts for when they jump off a building and hurt themselves. Boys will be boys counts for them being just plain stupid.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys does not count when they rape someone or sexually harass someone. That's not how it works. So any woman who would openly defend their son against rape charges, like, even just defend your kids if you feel like the woman's bullshit. Like, if you wholeheartedly feel like the woman is being bullshit. But if you're going to defend them when, you know, the woman has how should I put this nicely? Has proof?
Yeah. Then of course you're not gonna like defend your kid because
you can't
there's like
say
proof.
Boys will be boys when, you know, there's proof like that.
When there's proof, yeah. So it's like there you had like draw the line somewhere, right? Like boys will be boys, like, oh, we do stupid shit. We drive cars and crash into like poles and stuff. I almost said pedestrians, sorry.
Or pedestrians.
I mean, like we smoke, drink, and stuff like that, unless if something bad happens to them, right?
Like
That's
it's like, oh, boys will be boys until the woman see. Okay, a lot of people will defend men. There's a lot of women who will defend men from, them doing something stupid and say, okay, it's just boys will be boys. But
yeah.
okay, when does the boys will be boys end? When it's convenient for you? Is that, and then that's the thing, is that when it's, and that's the thing most of the time, is when it's convenient for them. Okay,
It's
but
convenient
then
for them.
when a woman rapes a man,
Then what?
get over it. You're a man. That is all that is said to you, and then you're laughed out of the police station. Because
And
no
that's
one,
like the
because no
shitty
one
thing.
wants to charge a poor woman for getting what she deserves, which most women think that men are sex tools. And, from how I see my mom react to men, of course, yes, that's how she treats them. And she's gonna hit me later for that.
Is he behind you?
Uh, unless she's like as skinny as a fucking piece of paper, no, she can't. No, I have a mattress behind my thing.
Yeah.
It's a mattress that I used to sleep on, but yeah, no. The dynamics of my room aren't important right now.
Right.
But then that's the thing, is that women treat men like sex objects, and when said sex object objects, that said sex object is counted as a pussy. So,
Yeah.
okay, the double standard is great with this one, but okay,
Funny.
shut the. I can't even tell you to shut the fuck up. My joke was just. My joke is just as stupid. You actually got me on that one.
Funny.
Ooga
We
booga
need
funny.
to study.
Okay,
I must.
before this conversation devolves into us going ooga booga the whole time, but seriously, like, men aren't. Okay, the few things that men do have control over aren't things that we should have control over. First of all, whether a woman, what a woman's dress attire should be, like, or what they should do with their body, whether they can have an abortion or not. That really isn't our business. That is woman stuff that women should take care of by themselves. There should be a whole separate government for that. I wonder what would happen if we did separate, the woman stuff and the man stuff. Like, where women could, just, kind of like, with normal policies, let's say, okay, normal policy would be gun control.
Yeah.
Gun control. Let's see. Okay, where gun control affects everybody. Boom, it affects everybody. So you can't really say that it's a man thing. Guns aren't just men things. Guns are women things too.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like household stuff. Okay, like that should be just like taxes and all that should be just a combined thing. And by the way, I know many adults who can't actually even do their own taxes, me included. Yeah, no.
So am I.
That would require advanced level math that I never learned in school, or they never teach in school.
They teach you, but they never teach you how to do taxes.
No, in school they don't teach you how to do taxes.
Tracks are my go-to source for insight into animals in the reserve. Species, number, mood. You can learn a lot about them before you've ever spotted anything.
Might as well practice my long shotting more. Okay, I'm sorry, it's cute. I'm keeping it. But then, okay, my question is why do women get to make fun of our... Why do women get to make fun of our penises, but when we make fun of something on them, it's all of a sudden called sexism? I've always wondered that. Like, okay, women can make fun of our dicks, but if we were to remind a woman they're part of the small titty committee, we are
then
we are big
then we are all
bad.
bad guys.
We are big bad. We don't know anything about women. We're big bad. We know nothing about women. We're all of a sudden barbarian who talk like ooga booga. Okay, we're all of a sudden evil when we tell them, you know, you make fun of us, we'll make fun of you.
Yeah. And then if they don't like it, then...
by the way, to the little piece of shit from Australia who said that I don't have any diamonds and that he has 36 diamonds to 37 diamonds. Well, I have 46. So shut the fuck up. So, you know, and shots in here basically are, missed shots are basically non-existent. I really do like this this white and brown look on me. And I swear to God, if you say, oh, one of those, I will beat you. It's a turkey. Everyone knows what a fucking turkey looks like. Uncooked. And walking around.
Okay.
More gobbling gookers. One bitch. Two bitch. Old bitch. New bitch.
Okay, John Marston.
Yay, gold. That is not John Marston. That is from a TV show I used to watch as a kid, Robot Chicken. But no, it's like, okay, they can make fun of our penises, but we can't make fun of their titties.
Yeah, which is unfair.
How is it sexist to, you know, basically tell you that, you know, we're not gonna... We're not gonna stand for you, you know, making fun of us. And then that's the thing, is that the people who say that are usually the same people who tell men that their penis is small. Those are usually the same women.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing, is when a man strikes back, it's like, oh my god, it's abuse.
Oh my god, it's abuse. Call the cops.
And then that's the thing, is that they do. They do, and most men usually get arrested for it. Or like the women we see on, you know, some of the cheesy beggars, where they'll call the cops on the man for telling her, yeah, how about, no, I'm not going to go buy you a pizza. You know, if a woman said that to me and I was living with her, I would say, okay, call him. Tell him I abused you. I'm going to record you right now hitting yourself. I'm going to record you right now and show the cops. They won't believe your video. You probably edited it. Well, bitch, the whole world knows I can't edit anything, so fuck you. It's like, you know, you can't really tell a man they're wrong for telling you no.
Mm-hmm.
But then I love how there are men who are reinforcing this off behavior, this awful behavior, and are allowing women to act like this. And it's like, okay, there's a difference between women's stuff and men's stuff. And, you know, men aren't necessarily supposed to, you know, fully control women. I get that. But, okay.
Of course not.
But come on, motherfucker. You can't not tell your woman that she's being an asshole. You know how a lot of men say control your bitch? Yeah, that's one of your cases. That's one of these cases where I'm more inclined to, you know, say that. Where if you're gonna be a complete and utter sexist prick towards men, then, you know, if your girlfriend's gonna be a complete and utter sexist prick, control your bitch. No one wants to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Or when a woman hits a man and a man calls the cops and he says, "Out of my house now." Or like there's this video of it was like this shocking video thing where it showed this woman sitting in her husband's home, and I think he told her, "Yeah, I'm not giving you any more money, you spend too much," or something like that. And you see a video of her proceeding to beat herself up, and as he said, "Thank God I have video cameras in my bedroom and all over my house."
Yeah.
Because I would have been in big trouble if I didn't.
That's the reason why most of the people that use like cameras.
It's like, because, you know, some people are just unhinged like that, and it's like, I was playing this, and I was on not Quadricolinus. I was here, and it was like someplace in the mountains. I actually killed 2 8 mythical pumas right next to each other.
Nice.
Like, and I'm like, oh, thanks for the spawn, I guess. And it's like, and then that's the thing is, I get that there are a lot of scared women, but, you know, those women who say, "Oh, I'm so scared of everything." It's like, well, you do more, by you being scared, and yet it's okay to be scared before my mother and everybody crucifies me for saying shit. Like everybody seems to do when I actually start talking. You know, being scared of everything and, you know, being scared of men, you know, doesn't help your fear. Okay, and then, you know, friend zoning a man just because, you know, he's friend. Well, men don't necessarily friend zone women when they're just friend. They will usually end up marrying their best friend.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that when men get friend zoned and they take it badly, it's like, oh man, cuck, man, you shut up. But when a woman takes it badly, it's like, oh, go get it, queen. You can do whatever you want. You're a strong, independent woman. And it's like, no, you're not. You're just as evil as the men who don't take it correctly. Okay, You're an asshole. That's why he friend zoned you. That's the thing. Is that, you know, there are some times where men really do nothing to get friend zoned at all. And it's like, wow. And it's like, wow, so you're allowed to take it badly. You're allowed to take it so badly that you threaten to kill the man for it, and you're a queen for it. But a man says, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to be friend zoned and just be used, and walks away. They're abusive. In what world, mother? You get that joke, right? In what world, you dumb mother? Basically. It's like, when a man walks away, they're seen as abusive and an asshole. When a man doesn't want to deal with his child, they're seen as abusive and an asshole. When a man doesn't want to pay child support, they're seen as abusive and an asshole. But when a woman doesn't want to do those things, she's a strong, independent woman who needs no man or child. Awkward, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty awkward for you, sweetie, because,
So basically, there's like a penalty. So like, oh, you're abusive just by walking away?
Men are overtly abusive to women because they don't do what they say. And that is why, I think that's one of the reasons, you know, the hardcore feminazis exist. Is because, you know, man don't go ooga booga for me, so men must be gay and rapist. And likes children.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't think I don't think gays being pedophiles was started by a man. I really, really don't.
No.
I outwardly don't. I think that is one of the instances where it ain't the man's fault that information is out. Feel free to prove me wrong. That's perfectly fine. I'm open to information on that. But and if it was like a fucking pastor or something, like, then explains it. Or like gays being pedophiles is like one of those things where he's very handsome. I wonder what would happen if I went and talked to him. The woman goes and talks to him, and the woman says, "Baby, I like your gender," or whatever. It's a joke from You've never seen that show, you're not old enough.
Yeah, I'll put that.
It's an actual really, really good show. But really, only a silver. 'Cause fuck me, I guess. Where, their neighbor, how do I put this? He's the typical womanizing man who, and yes, there are womanizing men. Okay, I will fully admit that now. But he's a typical womanizing man who's really willing to help anybody, and really his only problem is that he loves women, and he really loves women.
Yeah.
He would be seen as creepy nowadays. Let's just say that.
Despite of like him like helping,
he'd be seen as creepy. And also he's basically the building's handyman. But then during certain episodes you see the sexism and ageism with the mom, where Julie, the oldest child, she was like 18, 19. She had she was in bed, she was very, very sick. And her appendix burst. And they needed to get it taken out.
Yeah.
And the dude from next door, brand new dude, as my mom said, he was probably getting his own series or something. Which I didn't deny, probably was. But, she said, okay, he came in, the youngest, the prettiest of the two, the youngest girl came running down the hall screaming, someone call an ambulance, or someone call someone, we need help. And the dude next door heard everything and came bursting through the door like John McClane, like, okay, what the fuck's going on? He was wearing
You've got the hunter's sense. Follow those tracks.
He was wearing a doctor shirt. It was just it's one of those novelty doctor shirts where it has all the organs on it. It's one of those funny doctor shirts where it's like, you see the doctor wear it and you damn well know that he's just hilarious. And he was like 20, 22, and the mother was like, I want to get an older doctor's opinion. I want to get an older man's opinion. She was being ageist towards this man who, you know how long doctors have to go to school for that shit? And as his boss said, he's one of the best surgeons on the planet. Of course, your boss is going to toot your own horn, especially if he likes you. The older doctor came in and said, "Oh my god, that is the cutest little thing ever. I'm killing it." I dropped dead so I can taxidermy. Taxidermied! Mine. But he said, yeah, your daughter will, if you do not choose to have surgery with this man right now, your daughter is going to be on a waiting list for a while. And
yeah.
But why? But why do I... Oh my lord. Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur killing us on. Like, I mostly get these ones. I mostly get the red ones. I never get the albinos. And it's a gold. Yay. But she was like, but he's too young to be doing this. There's no way he has the experience to do this. And she was like, and her daughter was sitting there dying of a burst appendix.
Yeah.
Like, slowly dying. Like, dying. Of a burst appendix. And the mother was like, but there has to be an older surgeon. They said, no. He's the best in his field. You need to stop judging him because of his age. She says, well, I can't help it. I grew up in a time where, you know, the older men did the heavy lifting, and the younger men just went and worked at a coffee shop, or worked at a grocery store, or worked at a place where it was more suited to them. And I'm like, and I've watched every episode. Because for a while there, it was the only thing to watch. Because I didn't have cable, and I really didn't have internet, so me and my mom would just sit around the TV and just, you know, kind of watch.
Yeah.
And those are some of our favorite TV shows, and, like, you know, those shows back then handled it. They handled it, and they showed you how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike shows nowadays who will just literally openly prosecute someone just because they fucking feel like it.
It's basically making like a propaganda.
No, there's no such thing as propaganda on TV anymore. Okay, and unless it's rampant in Canada, the FCC here is pretty fucking well good with the propaganda. Where if basically they'll take care of a character who has an openly extremist way of thinking, and they'll just destroy the character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that one was a gold. I want a diamond. I need a diamond lion. I need a white diamond lion, and I need a black diamond lion. And I hardly ever see the black ones. But I have seen the yellow. I have seen the albino ones before. I've just never shot them before because, you know, I have a white lion on my original profile on Xbox. And it's like, that was nice while I had it, but I've never been able to find one since. And it's like,
if you be able to like to find one again, right?
yeah, I would literally just I'll deal with the. Ooh, you're pretty big. Oh, hell. But then it's like, okay, women can be ageist and sexist, but when people tell women to stop objectifying men, those people are assholes. But if a man was to objectify a woman, that's bad. Okay, and everybody screams about teaching their kid. Everybody screams at a man and a woman for teaching their kids to objectify women, and it's like, really? Can you even really prove that this man right here isn't just having an opinion and not actually objectifying a woman? Like, I would like... There's a lot of times where it's like, okay, if it's like a politician or something saying, okay, women don't need rights in America. Of course, then, that's objectifying women right there. That is a definite, hard objectifying women right there. But then there are just sometimes normal guys who say, okay, I have my preferred type of woman, and, you know, it's not wrong of me to, you know, to expect, you know, A, B, and C from a man or a woman or my partner, but then everybody sees him as sexist if he says, okay, I kind of expect my wife to do, okay, a little bit of cooking, a little bit of cleaning, but just please don't burn down the house. Like, or I expect my woman to do this, to do that. I expect my woman to, you know, cuddle in bed. I expect my woman to do this. I expect my woman to do that. And it's like, okay, if you're someone's partner, yeah, they will label you as theirs. Oh, women aren't objects. Then don't treat men the same.
Yeah.
Then don't treat us like we are objects, like we are stupid objects that are disposable. Like, you know, please, I really hope he fucking ends up soon. Because I'm kind of pissed. I told him, you know, both Monday and Tuesday I'm free. Or on both Monday and Tuesday I'm free, so, you know, come on. I got those spots. I ordered those spots, so, you know, he can't really say I didn't say that I didn't want those spots, so I literally had to cancel an appointment. I literally had to cancel a very, very, not very important. I literally had to cancel a doctor's appointment to be able to, you know, wait to actually stream with them. So, you know, I expect a little bit of courtesy. Come on. You know, I love when I change my plans for people. All I hear is okay. I get the okay, and then, you know,
Okay.
I'm the asshole later for, you know, expecting them to show up.
Yeah. No.
It's like, You know, I don't ask much from Scout. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for anything. I just ask him to show up to my streams every once in a while, and you know, stream with me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So that you don't want like to act like it's like awkward.
No, I don't. It's not awkward when I stream alone. I just don't like streaming alone. That's just how it is. It's like I like exposing my friends on the internet.
Stuff.
To stuff.
Or like video games.
And playing video games with my friends on stream. And it's like,
yeah.
You know, I have a lot of people who say, oh, but streaming without people's consent is bad. When you're in my VC and in my fucking Discord server, nah. If you come in my thing and I'm streaming, that's your fault. You are openly in my space as I'm streaming. You don't get a choice. You are there to stream with me. And you're gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
Or, I'm just gonna say this. Don't like it, just step. I don't care. Simple. It's just, don't like it, just leave.
Yeah, just leave.
I really, really don't care. At this point. I love my streaming career and shit. But I'm not gonna have friends openly bogging me down when it comes to streaming. Like saying, but I don't want to stream today. Well, I have to stream today.
Yeah. I don't care about your career, but
most of the people I stream with don't even have a streaming career. Scout, both me and Scout are the only ones.
I think Sakura has like a stream.
No, Sakura is a streamer, but she just currently just can't stream.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about this? Okay, how about this? The people who say big government is evil, but then will take benefits from big government.
Take benefits from big governments.
Probably him saying either a bit or that I can't come Ah, shit. Okay, so I asked if he was free next week, and I thought, okay, I forgot it was next week, so I canceled most of my appointments for this week, not knowing that he was coming. We were gonna stream next week. Wait, hang on, give me a second. Hey, you don't get to be snarky with me, baby!
Is that from the chat?
No, he just DM'd me a fucking... Okay, Discord, didn't mean to send that.
So is he coming?
No, probably not. Doesn't really
Probably
matter.
not.
Doesn't really matter. It's fine. It'll be next week, people. We will all